Today is May 14th, 2014, and we have Chico right here guarding the door. Who's in there, Chico? And why are you guarding it? He's guarding it because this guy right there wants to kill Annie. He's the cat killer. And you'll notice a scratch on his eye where he escaped today and went after Katz. Mr. Katz. That's Rabbi Katz. This here is Rabbi Chico. He's a Hispanic rabbi, and he's guarding the door. Actually, he's not really a rabbi. He's a security guard and cop. Chico Policia. Chico, who's in the bedroom? Who's in there? Is it Annie? Are you protecting Annie from George? What will George do to her? You think George will hurt her? Yeah, you know that George doesn't do well with cats. What does he do with cats? He kills them, doesn't he? What are we going to do about George? Should we handcuff him? Legs? Do you love Annie? You love your Annie Banani? You want to go see Annie? No, he's like, I don't want to see her. I want to guard her. I'm her bodyguard. And I will always love you. That's the bodyguard song. Uh-oh. Who's in there? Look at the paw. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Oh, Chico's pawing at me. Wait. There's Annie's paw. Get Annie's paw. Tell Annie you're protecting her. Annie. Annie. Where's Annie's paw? Annie. Where are you? Tell him. You tell him. You tell him. Tell him. Say, get away from the door, George. Tell him. Say, get away from that door, George. Can you hear him growling? You tell him. I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell you, George. George. Look at this standoff. George. George. No cats, George. Look at that tail. Oh, and look at Dusty. Dusty's like, I'm staying out of it. I'm neutral. I like Annie. George, he's okay, except for when he's killing cats. Listen to this. Look at Annie's paw. What's under the door? Is that Annie's paw? Oh, look at Annie's paw. You tell George, stay away, George. Or I'll kick your ass, George. You face him, Chico. Look at him straight in the eye. You tell him, Chico. You don't have to turn your head, Chico. You could tell him straight to his face that you're going to kick his butt. You don't have to turn your head away. Chico, look at him in his eyes. Tell him, Chico. Don't be afraid of him, Chico. Oh, look at Chico. Just so everybody can see. Look at Chico. Protecting. Look at how he stretches his body out. And look at George. George. You tell him. You tell him, Chico. Tell him. Say, get away from my Annie. Tell him. Get away from my Annie Banani. She's my Annie Banani. This is great. George? George, you want to go in the other room? You're not getting a cat, George. George. You're not getting a cat. No. No, George. Everybody see Annie. Annie. Hi, Annie. Annie, one more paw. Hi, Annie. Your boyfriend's out here waiting for you. He's going to protect you. Annie, Chico loves you. Chico love you. Annie, we're going to put George in the bedroom and let you out, okay? This is like playing Russian roulette here with Annie's life. It's great. Okay, guys. This is going up on YouTube because you guys are so famous. Look at Annie's paw. Annie, that's perfect. And I'm not going to reach out and touch it. Should I touch it, Annie? Oh. Hi, Annie. Are you teasing George, Annie? Teasing. Look at George. George, you're not getting that paw, George. Okay, everybody say goodbye. I'm going to go post this on YouTube. I love you all. Thank you for enjoying this wonderful evening with us. Thank you for protecting your sister.